Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of us will face at some point in our lives, if not for ourselves, for others, for family members, friends, loved ones, you name it. And if you watch me, it's one of my favorites, and that's downsizing. And whether you're trying to save money, becoming empty nesters, or dealing with changes in your physical health, downsizing your home and belongings can feel like a daunting task. But with the right approach, it doesn't have to be. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mike McCarthy. I'm a realtor based in Hamilton, Ontario, and I am here to guide you through the process with tips and insights, specifically today from a professional organizer named Mary Cornetta, and she's been helping people declutter and organize their spaces for many, many years. And first, let's start with the benefits of downsizing. Of course, there are the obvious perks: reduced rent or mortgage payments, lower utility bills, and less maintenance, but there are also significant benefits from an organizational perspective. When you downsize, you're not just moving to a smaller home, you're moving to a clutter-free, or at least more clutter-free life. Now imagine starting fresh without all the unnecessary stuff weighing you down. Now, Mary once had a client who moved from an 8,000 square foot home to one that was just 3,000 square feet. Now, still a lot of space, not your typical downsize, but a massive difference nonetheless. Now, if a client had tried to bring everything from her old home, it simply just wouldn't have fit, no matter how great of a Jenga player she may have been. Even if your downsize isn't that drastic, the principle still applies. Less space means less stuff, and that's a good thing. And downsizing also forces you to keep what truly matters. You might think you need all those serving platters because you have the room to store them now, but do you really need them? Downsizing is a chance to hold on to what you genuinely love, need, and want. And you can let go of the rest. And let's be real, there's a practical side too. One day, your stuff will need to be dealt with when you're no longer here. Now, nobody loves to think about that, but it is going to happen. And there will be people, loved ones, that are going to be dealing with it on your behalf. And downsizing now makes that task easier for your loved ones later on. It's a gift to them during a time of grief, saving them from the burden of sorting through your things when they really should just be able to think and grieve and remember the beautiful times that you had together. Now, let's talk about how to declutter your home in preparation for downsizing. First, start with big stuff like furniture. Only so much of it will fit into your new home. So decide early on what's coming with you. This gives you time to donate or sell the rest before the big move. Next, go through off-season or rarely used items. For instance, if you're moving in the summer, start with Christmas decorations and winter gear. And if your new home is in a different climate, it's an excellent opportunity to let go of things that you're not going to need there. And the same goes for things like servingware. Back to servingware. If you won't be hosting as much, it's time to pare down. A couple platters is good. A dozen? Don't need them anymore. And finally, tackling the smaller items like clothes, paperwork, tools, and supplies. Everyday kind of stuff. Now, this might be the toughest part, but it's crucial, especially if you're losing space. So just, go room by room, starting with items that have, expiration dates, for instance, like medicine or pantry goods. Be thorough. Everything has to leave the house before they hand the keys over anyways. So start that process. Now, as you go through the process, here are a few tips to keep in mind. If you can, thoroughly measure your new home. Knowing the exact dimensions of closets, cabinets, and storage spaces is going to give you a clear picture of what will fit and what won't. And if you have kids, involve them in the process. Often parents hold on to their children's belongings out of sentimentality, but it's important to have open conversations and get their input. Give your kids a deadline, take what they want, and let them decide what to do with the rest. Or if they pass the deadline, you do it. But have them involved, give them their say, and give them a deadline and make sure that it's taken care of. Now, you can also consider temporary storage while you're settling in. A service like, you've seen pods around, this great local company that I recommend called Mobile Fortress. And so they'll have the portable pods, and often in connection with their own storage facility, and they can offer month-to-month rentals, allowing you to move things in at a slower and more intentional pace. Now, it's important to be disciplined if you are getting into storage units, because they can quickly become a slippery slope. You can end up with more than you need, and end up with keeping them longer than you need. Now, downsizing may feel overwhelming at first, and in fact, it will feel overwhelming, but trust me, the long-term benefits are worth it. So start planning and decluttering as soon as you know you're moving, or better yet, even if you don't know when you're moving, but you know it's in the future, start now so when that day comes, you're ready. You've already started. And you'll have lessened the load, literally and figuratively. And if you need more guidance, I've got you covered. I have a detailed guide on decluttering and another on downsizing I'd be happy to share. I also have some checklists. So please just reach out to me and I'll send them your way. All right, hopefully you found this helpful. Thank you very much for watching. And please be sure, if you can, to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on making your home and your life more organized. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.